Hello everybody, welcome back to another tutorial, and this one is all about making a gradient using Worledit. So the first thing we want to do is to test this is to make a wall. So you need the wooden axe. So if we just right click and then say come over here and then do /up1. Then left click. So right clicking sets the first position, left click sets the second position, and then if we do / replace pound region, so this is going to replace the region between the first position and the second position, and let's just do dirt. So there we go. The next thing you need is to figure out your gradient. So you need the blocks for your gradient. So if we just set these here, this is the gradient that I have for the ceiling of my cathedral. So once you have those, we need to go back to the tools and you can pick literally whatever you want. I'm just going to go with the diamond shovel. And the first step to doing this is to make a sphere with the brush tools. Brush, sphere, and then what we want to do is make the sphere 60% air and 40% whatever you want. Let's just do a diamond block. So with the brush sphere command, we actually need to define a radius. So if we go back to the brush command and actually put the number 6 at the end, which I think is the highest you could do in Worledit. So if we define the 6 as the radius, and if we come up to a random area and we do the /up1 command, and now if we click on this glass block, it will create a sphere. Right click on the glass block. It will create a sphere that is 60% air and 40% diamond block. Now we will actually remove this brush. So if we do /none, tool is unbound. So if we try to click anywhere else, right click, nothing will happen. And if actually you can see that this will actually be returned to /tool none. So we should do that. Same thing, just new command is coming. What we need to do is actually make a cylinder because we're going to do a gradient up this sphere. So if we do the /brush command again and cylinder, and now what we want to do is do whatever first block we want. So if we do white terracotta, and again, do the maximum radius of 6, but if we do that, it's just create a, a big cylinder of that. So what we need to do is actually mask this. And the mask, pretty much what it does, /mask. And if we do diamond block, what this will do is it will make that cylinder, but it will only replace the white terracotta with the diamond block. So now if we click again on this, you can see that it only replaced the diamond block. So to create the gradient, if we come back down here, so if we have 4 blocks and a 6 radius, so that'd be 12 diameter, we need to pretty much have 3 layers per. So if we come up here and we do boom, boom. And then if we did, actually we should do 2 layers of normal and then do a third of the next one. So if we did 40% white terracotta and then 60% light gray terracotta. So what this is going to do is it's going to make that cylinder of 6 again, but instead of doing it 100% of one block, it will change to 40% of white terracotta and 60% gray terracotta. Oh, can't define that too. So if we do this, onto our tool, you see 40% light gray, 60% light gray. So now if we do 100%, and you can see here is that sometimes the radius doesn't quite make it all the way around, but if you just click around, make sure that inside is all good, you'll get it. So if we go back up to the other one, do it over here again, make sure we got all of them. So I'm just going to quickly go through this, make sure all the layers are good. So now that we have our sphere gradient of whatever blocks you want, in different percentages as you go up, now we have to copy this. So if we find the edging of this, we do /up1 again, set our first point, break that, and then we come up here and do /up1 again, set the second point, break that, and then if we come right to one of the edges and do a copy. So the copy is basically taking that box we just made and copying it. And then now you can use a different tool, use the same one. So I'll just do a different tool. If we do /brush again, and we do clipboard -A. So what this is doing is it's doing the brush command, but instead of defining a sphere or cylinder, we are using the clipboard instead, and the -A is taking out air. So when you do the brush, it will not do air, pretty much, is all that's saying. So then if we do enter on that, come down here, and now we need to do a mask of dirt. So now if we right click in there, you can see that it kind of looks weird. It doesn't quite make sense what's happening, but if you hold this down, it makes a gradient for you, more or less. There you go. There's your gradient. You kind of got two gradients there, but it works the same. And if you wanted to, you can do one, see where the lightest color is, do a /undo, and keep going until you get the right height, and then do that. And all I was doing was holding down right click. And that is pretty much it. I mean, in essence, that's it. If you want, there is a way to change the maximum sphere size. So if you have a big wall, I think I have mine set to have a max of 20 radius. I will put a link in the description on how to do that, because I don't want to go over that, because that is quite technical to do that. It's not that technical, but you have to go into the .minecraft folder and change a config file. So some people shouldn't do that. Some people can. I'll leave the link to that, little description in the description. But I hope everyone found that helpful, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.